Hey everybody, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings, and we are going to figure out why are we broke today. Universe, what's going on? Why are we broke? We're going to have a pick a stone that correlates to a little set of cards here, like we have in previous ones, and we are going to get some answers. So I am using the New Visions Tarot of New Visions. I am using the Illuminati Tarot. And I'm using the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards because they talk about money. So we're going to go ahead and get into the cards here as soon as we pick a stone. So I'm going to give you time to sit with your stone. We have turquoise here, which will be 1. Tiger's iron, which will be 2. Peach moonstone, which will be 3. Kyanite, which will be 4. Egyptian jasper, which will be 5. And rose quartz, which will be 6. So feel free to pause the video, really sit in, see what connects with you. You can pick different stones for different areas of money that you have questions about, and we'll see what the blockage is in each area. I already pre-shuffled the cards, so I'm going to go ahead and put them out here with their stacks. Alrighty, why are we broke? We sure enough could use some answers. All right. And I'll go ahead and put on the stones for reference. All right, so 1, turquoise. We have the King of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and raise or promotion. So this is definitely this definitely could be living outside your means or really wanting to. So you got an eye for the lux, you really want to excel in business, and you'll get there, but sometimes because you know that you'll get there and that you should be having that quality of life, you actually end up spending outside of your current finances that you have. Now part of this is really due to a lot of sadness and grief. I feel like this is a very keeping up with the Joneses kind of combination where you're still working your way up to where you know that you can be and where you know that you deserve to be. However, you're not yet there, and that causes some sadness, and you've had a tough road of building yourself up. Some of you could be entrepreneurs, definitely, and so that could also be the problem is that you want to raise, but you're your own boss, so you just have to keep working. Some of you are really motivated by things that have happened in the past and disappointments that you've had, but that's actually working as blockages right now because you're holding on to that energy and that vibration. And so it could be holding you back even when so much else of yourself is really screaming out how deserving you are for raises, for promotions, for continuous acceleration in finance. So here it says, congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So you do have in your in your good luck karma coming your way the ability to get that achievement that you've been working for. And here, as the card says, we do see active energy here with the King of Wands, going after it, being a go-getter, making sure that you put yourself out there. Like, you're someone who knows how to hustle, you know how to sell yourself, you know how to put yourself out there. So really focus on that and try to remain positive, because when it goes into this downswing and the cynicism, some of you also have guilt of being successful, or being the one who can make it, being the one who can have that attention, and get that recognition of the raise and promotion. You might have a part of yourself that pulls yourself back and tries to hide your true nature. You have the King of Wands, like you're someone who just garners attention. You're someone who others want to collaborate with and to have on their projects and to sell their product and things of that nature. But I see some sadness here that maybe you're standing out and others didn't. So whether that is siblings, if that's people you grew up around, or if it's just bad experiences where you achieving success cause relationships to suffer or people to be jealous or things of that nature, it can be very much programmed into you that success is going to mean sadness. So this is kind of your little advice and push to release that thought and that feeling and allow yourself to get past grief in situations that have happened in the past that caused you grief and sadness, events that cause you sadness, and allow yourself to go with what really is your natural energy. Very much so. You could start up a company. You just have very powerful self-marketing and creative ideas and drive. So allowing yourself to move forward and get that promotion. All right. For those of you who chose Tiger Iron, which is number 2, isn't it so pretty? All right. We have Judgment reversed. Why are you broke? 4 of Cups. Cooperation instead of competition. All right. So part of it is because you have a snooty opinion towards money and finances and achieving things in the financial and business world. So part of you is really still not sure if you think that that's okay or not. If because you look at the people who achieve things and you really have a judgmental eye towards them. And so you internalize this towards yourself when you are becoming successful. And so the way that you handle it is becoming very kind of blasé towards it and like, oh, well, I don't want to be rich. I don't want to have money. I'm not one of those people. And so this is saying try to have more cooperative energy instead of a competitive energy, instead of a snark. And another reason is because you might be afraid that it can be taken from you. You might feel like that finance or blessings is something from outside of yourself, and that if you believe in it, then it can also be taken from you. But if you just stay saying, oh, well, I don't want, I just want this small apartment. I don't want a house. Or, I don't need new clothes. I can just keep wearing what I've had for 5 years. And it's kind of your way of defending yourself and not letting yourself get excited about anything in case it doesn't happen because you feel like others always get it and not you. So it says what's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. So allow yourself to move forward in a positive way. Judgment can be about rebirths and restarts, recreating yourself, and you deciding. You can have good, and you know what? Some of you had bad judgment in the past with finances too. You could have even had like a bankruptcy or just really hit rock bottom and then like just felt really embarrassed. And this is emotional situations in the past that happened that didn't turn out as you wanted them, and so now you don't want to take the risk and the chance. But this is saying, have some cooperation, join in with others. Don't be too embarrassed to talk about what you need to learn financially or what you would like to achieve financially, and don't be around people who are going to take the mickey out of you basically, if you believe in yourself financially and if you want to achieve. Okay. All right, for number 3, those of you who chose Peach Moonstone. Ooh, isn't that gorgeous? Okay. Oh, honey, the Star card. Beautiful. The 7 of Wands. Moonlighting. Okay, so this is definitely somebody who wants to make it big. This is somebody who wants to be a celebrity. This is somebody who has creative projects. You want to be seen. The thing is, love, you are so in your head about things, creating, even in the spiritual realm, even in manifesting, that you're not getting the work done. You, when it comes to like the physical world, you do enough just to kind of defend yourself of why it's okay to live the path that you want, versus actually growing and enjoying that path, if that makes sense. So for instance, some of you are definitely creative artists, and instead of having your energy put towards promoting yourself, like getting your YouTube. Okay, sorry, my storage got full. All right, yes, so some of you are needing to actually put in the work for your dreamy creative project in life that you want to live, because all of your energy is going just into like arguing with everyone, like how you have the right to live the life that you want, or how they're gonna regret it when you make it, and that kind of thing. Like you get so drained just fighting the opinions of others that you're not actually cultivating solid financial paths for yourself in your life, but you're dreaming it a lot and you know that you can do it. So this says moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So the need to, I know Kevin Bacon was talking about that, where he was like, if you want to be a good actor, they're like, oh, what advice do you have? And he's like, get good at being a waiter, so he's like, that's what you have to do. If you really love your passions, if you really believe you can achieve here, you'll end up being able to work to pay your creative arts before you expect for them to take care of you. So that doesn't mean you can't be close to your field. You can get an entry level job or a administrative job or whatever it is in the creative field that you want to be in, so you're close to it. That's actually very smart. But it's saying don't be too high and mighty sometimes to expect your life to need to take care of itself. And so you can do that in a very creative way. You could have a very powerful mind for creative financing, but just know that it's okay to do that, and that it doesn't have to just be a big lottery win or just like one screenplay that you sell in the future. It's going to be a lot of little things that you can do. And I feel like you might have talents that want to come out that can make finances in different ways. Maybe you could do, your blogging will bring in a certain amount, and then your going and playing local gigs will bring in a certain amount, and things of that nature. And so it doesn't have to be not having this dream life. It's just making sure that you get all these little stars too as you're going for the big one. Okay? All right. Why are you broke? For those of you who chose Kyanite here. Card set number 4. 5 of Cups reverse. We have another 5 of Cups. The Chariot. Attracting, not chasing, which is interesting because in this version of the Chariot and the Tarot of New Visions, they're chained to chasing the chariot, literally. All right, so this has a similar feel. If you chose more than one set and you got number 1 with this, there was also the 5 of Cups, and there's a similar feeling of trying to keep up with someone else and what you think you need to do in order to emotionally feel better about things that happened in the past. Only in this case, you're kind of enslaved to the system versus there's more empowerment in the first set. So for this one could be you were really born in circumstances that you just had no fighting chance, people would think. And so you have been trying to prove and overcome that for a long time and find a way to get out of that vibration. And it's like whatever you do, some of you have been working really hard on it and trying to get rid of it. It just seems that vibration cannot be shaken. For some of you, you're not supposed to forget actually where you come from. You're supposed to use that as a catapult, use that drive, use those skills. So although there could be, it could be traumatic to remember how it was so hard to get, food to eat or to get certain things that you needed. If you remember the skill set, if you remember the strength that you had, if you remember that endurance and perseverance that you had going forward for that, those are all skills that you can take and applying to provide for yourself. Now, on one hand, though, it is saying to learn to attract things. So that's the thing. Chasing things, it says anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying the chasing energy. So that's the key right there, the fears underlying the chasing energy. So instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. So keep those skills that you have, that you are a go-getter and you can go and get what you need, but let it not be from a vibration of fear anymore. That fear of like, if I don't get it, things are going to end up horrible. I have to find a way to get it. I have to find a way. This is saying you have to know that you can be free of these bonds and everything that has happened here, and everyone else who's kind of leading you around, whether that was a spouse who, left you financially horrible, previously in a previous marriage, whether it was being born into a social economic demographic that just didn't have a free financial path for you. But this is saying it is okay now for you to attract what you need, to know that you deserve it. Because people can feel that, whether it's going into a job interview, working with clients, they can feel if you have a fear that you and an aggression of needing to get the finance, get the money from them because you don't think that you're going to have. And so it says instead change that into an attraction of knowing that you deserve this love, that you have this gratitude, that because if you're in a place of feeling like you don't have and you've been taken advantage of, it can be hard to have the gratitude. So now in your current life, be grateful to yourself that you've made it this far. Be grateful to the interactions that you have. Be grateful to yourself for opening up for opportunities, and send that love to yourself and have a more welcoming energy in all of your financial interactions, instead of that fear of this is going to go bad, they're not going to give me the loan, they're going to mess up my deposit, those kind of things. And it should help change that vibration a lot so that you can continue going forward in success but be in the driver's seat. All right, for those of you who chose the Egyptian jasper, I love this egg. We have the Five of Wands reversed. We have the High Priestess. And we have released jealousy. Okay, so they're saying you already know what it is. There is a hard competitive streak that you internalize of being really jealous of others who have. And this jealousy is just straight up, it's soiling. Even those of you, I feel like some of you that pick this, you actually are well off. Like you're, maybe could be from home. You either don't have to work, your spouse works, or you have finances, or you've done your work and you just easily, things come to you well, but you don't recognize that at all. Like you really don't. Like you'll probably be sitting there right now like, I'm not doing well. It's not that easy. I have it. It's like, but the thing is, like, you have it so much better than maybe even your own family members or friends or whatever. And you don't even realize it because you just have this way of looking at things as if everyone else has it easier. They have it more. They have it better. Why didn't you have 2 houses built for you like they did? And not even recognizing that you're sitting in a beautiful home yourself that is paid for and taken care of, and things of that nature. So this is really about needing to release jealousy, as it says, and sit and realize that you have some financial wisdom and a connection to that from maybe from past lives, and just an innate sense of it that others don't even have. So in your case, it's kind of saying like if you're struggling with that, it's really, you need to be tougher on yourself instead of externalizing that on others, being jealous, because you have like what it takes to be abundant. You really do. And so I feel like because you have such a strong connection to that, and you can really know how to move financially, you have a good financial intuition and the abundance intuition, that when you let that energy, that big energy field, be caught up with competing with others or letting others compete with you, it just shuts it down. It shuts it down too quickly because it's supposed to be too pure of an energy, You could even be a financial counselor if you really move forward and accept this abundance. So for those of you who are, doing this, it says release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's success inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. All right. For those of you who chose rose quartz, the last one. And let me know what you guys think about the length of the video too. I go in a few minutes for each one, so both of these together, it's a little bit longer. I'll try to timestamp them when I can. I have to get on the computer, but let me know how you feel about that, if it feels like a good amount for each card. All right, so for those of you who chose rose quartz, number 6, we have the Sun reversed, we have the 8 of Swords reversed, and we have Windfall of Abundance. All right. So for you guys, I think you're doing pretty well in trying to bring yourself out of negative thinking, and you're close. You just need a little push, and it's like you've I feel like some of you have really been working on yourselves to get out there a little bit more, get out of your comfort zone. Some of you were stuck in fear for a very, very long time about just anything financial. You didn't want to touch it. Bills might have terrified you. It just wasn't something that felt like a free, happy life. You just wished you were a kid again, didn't have to do those adult things. And it could have been concerns for a child too. So some of you literally could have just had a child that you need to provide for, child support, something of that nature. A child who was confined or ill for some reason could definitely have been the case. And so now it's just getting that darkening cloud off of your sunny day, basically, and coming out of the place of fear of thinking that it's not okay to relax and enjoy. And for you guys, you actually have Windfall of Abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving, and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. And that's exactly what I feel. I feel like whatever you guys went through in your times where it wasn't so easy, that you really have a big energy and heart for helping others. And I think that you're going to not only be able to learn resources for yourself right now that are going to be a huge blessing and like almost unexpected, once you open up to them and trust that it's gonna, life is gonna pick up and be okay. But I feel that you're also gonna then have those resources and those connections to help others get what they need. So for instance, if you were the parent who had a child who was disabled and that was a big financial burden, as you learn how to support yourself with that and get aid and help that you need, you'll be building connections in the community and encouraging others and providing a space for others to have that as well. So go ahead and keep trusting yourself. You are really on a good path to come into a positive way, and you are deserving of abundance, and the universe is definitely going to be dropping you some good little windfalls here. All right, so let me know what you think. If you have other ideas, what would you like to do a pick a card for? Let me know, drop it down below. If you like to stick around and see more, subscribe, share if you think it'll be helpful to a friend, pretty please, and I will talk to you soon.